John Marriage's, oh, there you go. All right, guys. This is Gyno that he is on steroids right now in this video. What is up? It's your boy Johnny Shreve, IFBB Pro, Mr. Tell Like It Is. Today, guys, we are back with another episode of Coaching Up. We're bringing it back. It's been a while. I came across a dope video. It's Larry Wheels doing a workout with John Majors. John Majors coming off of his latest movie, Magazine Dreams. He brings Larry Wheels through his workout and how he prepared for Magazine Dreams. When it comes down to actors and athletes and whatnot, they can do whatever they're gonna do because they're genetically gifted, they're probably enhanced, and what they do is probably gonna work. When it comes to you guys, my job is to bridge the gap to give you a better understanding of why they're doing what they're doing and to pull out some of the things that might be misleading to you guys and also to correct some of the mistakes in this video.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm here at One Gen Gym in Claremont with a very special guest, Jonathan Majors. What's up? What's up?
John Majors.
Thanks for having me.
John Majors is actually one of my favorite actors. He's actually extremely talented. I like him as an actor. So I'm be very curious to see how he actually trains and see what kind of knowledge he has, because there are some people in the industry, in terms of the film industry, that do love training. And Major is one of those guys. And since I am in the film industry as well too, guys, yes, I am a trained actor. I'm an actor and I am in a few things like The Trades. That's Canada's #1 original TV series right now. I'm also in Kids vs. Aliens and a movie that's coming out this year that I can't say anything yet until it goes to the Toronto Film Festival, most likely. Either way, I got some skin in the game, so I know how this thing actually works.
That's why we're starting here on the bike. Now, if you guys know me, you know you'll never see me do cardio.
When it comes down to it, should you be doing a warm-up before you work out? Should you do cardio, whatever? For sure, do a warm-up before you do cardio. You can do it, that's fine. You wanna do 10 minutes of cardio, keep it at that. If you can do 20 minutes, keep it light. Don't overexert yourself, because you're just gonna give yourself less energy when it comes to actual, training itself. When it comes to actually training.
How come weighted pull-ups over deadlifting, right? Or heavy rows with the weight stack?
You play to your strengths, right? So come third set with the 45, my forearms are gonna be massive, right?
Okay.
It's an aesthetic look, right? But I know I'm gonna get more pull there. I can also change what I wanna work. I throw my finger around, I'm working more, the biceps will get engaged. I throw my finger on top, it's all back.
Trust me when it comes to this. I'm in this industry. When it comes to actors, they're the same as you guys that are watching. They have a limited understanding of what they're actually doing. When he's like, yeah, when I put my thumb under like this, my biceps work. And then when I put my thumb over top like this, it's all back. That's completely false. Absolutely completely false. Just to make it really easy and simple for you guys to understand, remember this. We need to stop focusing on everything down here unless we're doing biceps and triceps. We'll get to that in a second. The chest, the shoulders, the lats, they're going to pull this bone. They all attach to this bone and they're gonna pull it. The chest is gonna pull it in like this, or like this, or like this. The shoulder's gonna do this, pull it up like this, pull it back like this, pull it up like this, and your lats are gonna do this and pull it down, etc. When we're doing pull-ups, what's working is the lats. Regardless of what you do, whether you do it pronated, supinated, bowl of soup, or neutral, your lats will be working 100%. How you change your grip will basically determine how much extra help you'll get from biceps. Supination, I'm going to get a lot more bicep help. Think about it. If I'm doing a bicep curl, supinated, how much of that my bicep is working? A lot. If I do neutral grip, what happens? If I do bicep curls, hammer grip, guess what happens? Neutral grip, I'm still working my biceps. What happens then too? I'm getting bicep and forearm. If I'm just doing pronated grip, I'm not getting that much bicep, but not more forearm and lat. So like the secondary muscle group, or the muscle group that's gonna help aid the lift, is what changes with grip. Hey, what's up guys? A lot of you guys that watched the video but not subscribed, so do your boy a favor, subscribe to the channel. Also hit that post notification button as well too, so next time I drop a video, you'll be the first ones to get it. And hopefully by now you guys like the video. So if you do, like the video. Back to the show.
Well, in drama school, I couldn't afford to go home, right? And they closed the gym at Yale.
My man said he was at Yale, couldn't afford. My man's at Yale. I don't know about y'all, but Yale seems like it might be pretty damn expensive to go to. Maybe he's on a scholarship, I don't know. Just saying, but the story sounds cool. So, John Majors, that's what I wanna see. If you can do pull-ups like this, that's when you add weight. If your reps change, don't add weight. This is great. That's a great set. All the way down, all the way up, very strong.
1 set, 2 set. 3 set.
That's all, right? That is all bicep. He's getting zero, he's getting all half bicep reps and his lats aren't really doing as much. Now they're getting tension for sure, but again, those reps are kind of quite useless to me. They are. I'm gonna be honest. If my clients send me a video, which they do, my clients all send me videos and I correct all their form. They send me all the videos they want. They can send me one set of each exercise, or they can send me the entire workout. I'm going to correct it no matter what, because I want them to be optimal when it comes to training. I want them to be efficient. I don't want them wasting time in the gym doing things that are unnecessary. I want them to make sure they're doing things the most efficient way. And if they send me a video where they're adding weight and they can't actually do the rep properly, I'd be like, take away the rep. I literally said to my client the other day who's doing lateral raises, and he literally was like, hey Johnny, man, if you gotta be like straightforward, like really even like more harsh to me, you got to, cause I got an ego. And I'm like, I have no problem telling you to lessen the weight, lower the weight. Until you can do the exercise properly, don't add weight.
How much did your diet differ from Creed to Magazine Dream?
So I went from 4 meals a day
Okay.
in Creed to 6 meals a day.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
And shakes.
For Magazine Dreams, you got super conditioned.
Yeah.
You lost body fat on more calories.
Don't know how that happened.
Yeah. Trying to figure that one out.
Yeah.
I can give you a good reason. I can give you a good reason why that happened. A very obviously glaring reason of why that happened. Called steroids. Now, I'm not trying to speculate, which I am speculating, because I don't know exactly if he's done it or not. I can't say because Jonathan Majors did not tell me he is on steroids. But I'll tell you right now that I definitely believe that he is on steroids right now in this video, right? Guys, I work with actors and athletes. I work with people who are in industries where they have told them indirectly that you need to get in shape for X. Me being their coach, and they're like, hey man, that's what it is, then I put together something for them, knowing that that's what they said. And I'm not gonna say who I'm working with and what's been said, but I can promise you and tell you that in this industry, whether it's the showbiz industry, that includes everything TV-wise, some people have been told, and I've been told myself as a coach, hey, this person needs to get in shape for this, right? They're not gonna say, hey, I want him on steroids. They're gonna say things like, we need him to, like, I don't know, I don't care what it is, it could be creatine or whatever. He needs to take something that's gonna get him in shape or in the most incredible shape for this. And my job is, as a coach, is to provide the best case scenario or the best routine, program, and supplementation cycle for whoever it is. 100%, I do that. It's part of my job.
Because the other thing we haven't talked about is how much time you take between sets. This is about right, but we could take a little bit more. Because we want the muscles to go, oh, we're chilling. Then no, you're not chilling.
What I've experienced when it comes to training for hypertrophy, meaning you're trying to build the muscle, is you know, basically resting about a minute to 2 minutes. Now, if you've done a set and you feel rested and your heart rate has calmed down, before the 2 minutes, go right into your set right away. What you wanted, the reason why you rest not as long is because you want tension to stay high throughout the entire set. So great reps.
Well done.
John Mayer just, oh, there you go. All right, guys. Look, I don't care if you do steroids. I don't. You go do you, boo. I'm here to judge, all right? For me, I've always been a guy who's been like honest and open about whatever I do. All right, I got no problem. Hiding shit for me just gives me anxiety. I might as well just be like, hey man, this is what's going on in my life, so I don't get no surprises. This is gyno. You'll see a ring, an obvious ring around the nipple, a pocket of like basically fatty tissue that forms, gynecomastia. Most movie stars, if not, I'll say most, but most of these guys that go into their movies or productions and their trainer helps them out with whatever it is, their knowledge, their trainer's knowledge is just about as good as a doctor's knowledge when it comes to steroids, which is nil. Not that much at all. Their trainer's gonna find some steroids from a buddy, be like, yeah man, take some tests, this will help out. Cool. But they don't really understand that, oh, by the way, you might wanna take something to counteract the potential side effects, right? And that's obvious gyno. So whoever's giving him his steroids or helping him with his cycle is not giving him the proper information or knowledge or understanding that he needs to do something to make sure that he doesn't have side effects that are so obvious. But they need to be more open and honest about what they're doing. So when the general public watches a video and is like, I want to be like so-and-so, they gotta know, hey, by the way, I'm on steroids. Like, just say that, right? Here's the stipulation, guys. Like, Ashton Hall, you're on steroids. Like, I don't care if that is your routine. You're on steroids. Your routine has nothing to do with what you look like. Right? That's all in his, that's a lot of chest right there. He's there.
Yeah, more.
Now it's getting bad. Now just stop. Just there's no you don't gotta go. Now it's all in his neck. His form's off. That just right? You see that? This is a dip where it's mostly gonna be like that intercostal head of your chest and triceps. Right now, I'm seeing the shoulders just blaring because everything's into his shoulders, down. His shoulders are, his traps are all in his neck. He needs to be here where his chest can still be activated. When your traps are overworking, all that tension that was here, that was pushing down here, is now here. Try it, guys, literally. Put your hand like this right now, watching this, and I want you to push your arm down. I want you to try and reach the floor with your elbow and feel how much it gets tight. Now, I want you to try and keep it tight while you shrug one side and see how much looser it gets and how much of that goes here, right? So it's better that you just do what you can do while you continue to keep tension on that muscle and don't push further past that, because if you're pushing past what you can do and now all of a sudden that tension's somewhere else where it shouldn't be, what's the point of doing those reps? These extra reps for me are useless. All right, push-ups. Now, here's the thing, guys, when it comes to push-ups, there's so many ways we can make push-ups better. And I like doing push-ups. It doesn't have to be like extreme deficit push-ups, but I like doing push-ups on dumbbells. I like using the dumbbells, especially the hexagon ones that you can put on, and you get a little bit more depth, right? You know, using like a 20 pound, maybe even a 20 plus pound dumbbell, between like 20 and 30 pound or 20, 40 pound dumbbell that you can put your hands on, you can get the same depth as if you were doing an actual dumbbell press or even a barbell press. And you want to get a nice full range of motion when you're doing this. So, that's my recommendation for doing these. If you're gonna do push-ups, doing them on a dumbbell, that'll give you a little more depth, right? Better range of motion all the way through. If you're doing leg lifts or knee lifts, whatever it is, hanging knee raises, whatever, you wanna make sure that you're pulling your legs all the way up like he's doing, because that's gonna make sure that his lumbar spine flexes, right? So the abs are actually working. If you're doing what Larry Wheels is doing right here, Larry Wheels right now is working all hip flexors. You guys, understand this. What these guys are doing, they're doing for themselves, and it works for them. What you guys do, it's gonna have to be the same thing for you. You have to decide to do and choose to do what works best for you. It's not about copying somebody else's routine, it's finding the routine that works best for you. Some of these guys, if not mostly all of them, influencer-wise, whether it's movie stars, influencers, athletes, they are enhanced. Most of them are. So I have a realistic expectation of what you want your physique to look like, what you want your physique to achieve. Because if you chase somebody else's physique, you're gonna be sadly mistaken and you're gonna be sadly let down. Understand, you wanna make fitness fit your life, not your life fit fitness, and that's how it works. So if you are trying to make fitness fit your life and you've hit a roadblock or you've made some great progress, but you're just kind of stuck right now, you've hit a plateau, guys, hit the link in the description below, johnnyfitness.com. Get on a 50-minute video call with me. Yes, it's me on the other line. We talk about your goals and see what we can achieve together. And also, guys, hit up my website, johnnyshreve.com, for all things one-time plans, training splits, ebooks, my video consoles, everything is there. And guys, use my code Johnny10 for 10% off NUTRACEUTICAL.com. Anyway, till next time, you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron, progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.